Gordon Graham here with today's tip from Lexipol. And today's tip deals with in-custody suicides. This happens too often, and I read about it too often. We need to address this. With this in mind, custody staff, those of you who work in the jails and the custody facilities, you've got to be cognizant of the constricted feeling that an inmate may feel when his or her freedom is taken away. For some, this loss of control over their personal lives can be overwhelming, not to mention the other complications that likely occur with incarceration. For example, their inability to work, to make an income, to support their family, isolation from family and friends. These can all be too much to bear. And if you couple this with a history of mental illness or thoughts of suicide, these issues also increase the chances of attempted or completed suicides. That is why the first 72 hours of custody are very critical. Is there media attention drawn to this particular arrest? Is there a previous drug use or alcohol abuse or mental health history with this person? Is it the holidays? Quite possibly, the inmate is feeling humiliation and rejection. The initial jail screening process and the observations of the arresting officer and custody staff are all crucial. All of you should be alert to any situation in which the inmate receives bad news, regardless of his or her classification status. After any initial jail adjustment period, any bad news, such as court actions, media attention, attorney or family or friend visits, can jumpstart an inmate's psyche and give up the fight. Suicide in custody represents a double tragedy. There is both the loss of a human life as well as the failure of the criminal justice system to protect those we have in custody. The procedures in place in our jails are important. Make sure you give priority to those continuous observations and safety checks, as they are so critical in this business and can be the difference between life and death. And that is today's tip from Lexipol. Gordon Graham signing off.